We'll get for defeat here at Oldham. First of all, let's get your take on the game.
Well, the defeat was fully deserved. When you know they've probably done to us what we've done to teams in the last 4 or 5 games. We came here in good confidence, but we just looked to play too pretty in front of them too. We've played really well the last few weeks in mixing our game up, taking 2 and 3 touches, moving the ball quick, but also turning and putting balls in areas where teams don't want to defend. A bit like Paul Smith's goal on Saturday. But today we were just, it was snobbish football, if you like. We want to just play too pretty in front of them, and they worked the socks off, and they deserved everything they got.
Seems to be, I'd say, lacking probably a bit of quality throughout the game as well in terms of the final third in particular.
Well, I think first half we had any final third entries. Again, I'll take the blame for that because probably too many changes at once. We planned to have Theo in a team. He got took out at 4 o'clock yesterday, even though we planned with him in it. We didn't want to play Ruel because he's struggling with a groin. We didn't want to play Aaron Druin because he's struggling with a dead leg. And obviously Tomo's struggling. So what we wanted to do is give players an opportunity, and I don't think they took that today. If they look themselves in the mirror, I don't think they've took that. Not just so everybody can have a bad game, but I just didn't think the work rate where we've been at, so the work rate today was nowhere. So there's no blame culture. We've been fantastic for 7 games now. We've suffered a first defeat. I know what it's like to come both as a home player, a home manager, and I've been here as a away manager on a Tuesday night. It's difficult, and if you don't match their work ethic and put the balls in areas where they don't want to defend, then it can be difficult. And they've done exactly that to us. They made us defend. They put balls in certain areas, lots of high balls, lots of diags, and we didn't cope with it.
In particular, how much of tonight's changes came from wanting to have a look at the wider squad as much as perhaps quite a busy March?
Of course, that's why I give the players opportunity. I knew we were struggling with 2 or 3 bodies in terms of what the schedule that we've had. And if you look at our press the last 5 weeks compared to tonight, that was nowhere near it. Nowhere near the energy levels, nowhere near the intensity to get the ball back. And because of that has a knock-on effect. And then my back 4 had to defend a lot today, and they didn't defend well enough. So, listen, it's a bad night for us. Obviously, I'm learning more about my players, and we'll learn more in defeat than we will when everything's going swimmingly. But it's important that we don't get too carried away when we're winning, and there's going to be bumps along the road. And I want to make sure that I give everyone a fair opportunity before, obviously, evaluate the squad properly and make decisions in the summer. But I'm fair. I want to give everyone an opportunity, but I have to say the lads that came in tonight didn't do themselves justice.
That will be now 6 games overall, 3 wins, 2 draws and a defeat. Looking at that as a whole, how do you reflect?
Well, before, we would have snapped your hand. We would have snapped your hand off. And it's not just the results; it's the manner of the results. We've been quite convincing in the 3 wins, and we've deserved more in the 2 draws. But in League 2, in any football match, but especially in League 2, if you're not prepared to turn up and compete and win individual battles and win second, we didn't win. We had 3 players in the middle of the park tonight. They had 2, and they won more or less every second ball in the first half. So we had loads and loads of possession, but for me, it was just in possession in front of people, not really hurting them, and that's what we don't want.
Just finally, going into a fresh week, I guess, next week, no more midweek games coming forward and a chance for you to really get your teeth into the team on the training pitch.
Yeah, that's what I've been craving for because, we've done a lot of our prep for this is only video analysis. We've done second day cool down with the players, so it's tough to get work into him. But again, that's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. You don't need any preparation to match your opponent and win individual battles. So we didn't do that tonight. Listen, I take me out of Oldham. They deserved everything they got, and the atmosphere for their supporters was fantastic. But we've had travelling supporters travelling a long way on a Tuesday night, and they deserve better tonight. We was nowhere near the levels, but it's important now we react well. I tried to get some freshness in the team to give us energy levels, and if anything, we had less energy than with the players that we've been going with week in, week out. So that's food for thought.